Hello. So I am doing another one of these fresh start runs. I think I am probably going to start an inner run. So this will be level 1, so it's just going to be depth 1 runs. This will probably be a pretty short video. I don't think I'm going to bother recording multiple runs right now. I think I will go ahead and get... I'm deciding between going to get one of these two. Either the additional rest or the additional maximum health. Let's get a little bit more max health. That seems fine. Inna. And yeah, we have to play depth 1 because new character. So pathing isn't too important because, yeah. I mean, the annoying thing within it is her starting deck is full of awful cards. Sequencing is hard. By which I mean, like, Unarmed Strike is just one of the worst cards in the game. Just one of the absolute worst strikes. Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's got a downside, like, it conditionally applies vulnerable. Why? Why it gotta be conditional? I got most of the kill there off of... And once it's applied vulnerable, it's just a slash. Yeah, Corrupted Blast is like, applies vulnerable to 2 enemies. Always. And it does more damage. I don't think that we need the mechanized plating necessarily. I'm not sure the purity is going to do anything for us. But that mechanized plating is an important part of why, and it is such a good character for doing low level depth 3 runs, because she just has access to purity, which is something other characters will not have right off the bat. They still have to unlock it for most characters, but it's just good to go. Saying if it's worth attacking, probably not, because I won't apply vulnerable. We've got 10 damage queued up. Actually, no, but this is actually lethal, I think. So, yeah, there's the curse and the bleed. Yeah, we will take an arms race. I just want to get damage out as much as possible. Alright, they are ambushed because of the event. So the reason I did mana first is because, yeah, if I get a Sextant, I want to make sure that I'm able to draw a card with it. We can't get to exact 0. Can't even apply vulnerable. Down a little bit on health, but not too much. And there is lethal off of the statuses. That's pretty bad. Stinging Strike is pretty good once you're able to set up additional things to go with it, but we don't yet have an item for it. I may just take the Draining Strike for that reason. I know it's pretty cheap, which is nice. There's no point in playing the Shocking Baton, I don't think. Like, if we get exactly Shocking Baton next turn, then it's fine, but... Yeah. But even then, because we got the vulnerable, Shocking Baton wouldn't have been necessary. Yeah. Because we're gonna get the shock anyway. Partially because of the add-up, partially because of the vulnerable. Alright, let's do this, because that makes this a much... Oh, because it's shocked, and then vulnerable, and because this now goes up to 2, the combination of everything makes this a much stronger attack once upgraded. So yeah, we will do that. One jerk dead. Oh, the bottled ectoplasms is the other thing that makes Inna a great defensive character, because the bottled ectoplasms mean that if Inna can roll them, she has a guaranteed way to just slowly but surely chip down high level or high health enemies, while still being able to devote all of her mana to defending each turn. I don't really love Zap. I know it technically draws a card, but it just 6 shock is just such an awkward number. I think we just take additional damage. Absolutely sure. We will take additional plating. Again, like not a ton matters. We are on depth 1, so it is easy for me to get caught up in caring about things that would matter if we were going beyond depth 1, but we're not, which is also like enemies are easier on depth 1, so that's also a reason not to have to care as much. Gotta love those 2 damage crits. Vulnerable. Curse. Set that up. Alright. This is the part where we go boom. But it's fine. We only functionally take 3 damage here. And we are just still getting that 8 damage every turn, which is super relevant considering that our base damage is very, very low. I think weak does more here. Okay, not actually, but whatever. So we are at the verge of losing recoverable health. So if I draw an improvise, there's a chance that I'm able to... Nope. Just hoping to get healing out. Does this get the kill before I go boom? No. I think I passed the turn then. Bandages? Awesome. Yeah, and so that's another thing, is that Inna has this built-in access to healing, which is very nice. So this is going to trigger an arcane detonation, but we have enough health that it's not a big deal. And we had enough shield, rather, so that we didn't actually take damage. We take the mana font. Probably upgrade the mana font. It's just good. Makeshift Strike is also a pretty good upgrade. But I think we just upgrade the mana font because I'm lazy. And we cut the blocks. Blocks bad. And then we see if we can pick up some Mighty. Draw some cards. Vulnerable. Draw more cards. Makeshift Strike. Ooh. Okay, so we can actually copy this. And this is actually going to work out because we can do this into that. Into that. I think we end with the weak, which is also going to draw us a card next turn. Okay, so let's see what we get out of this. Fortunately, we couldn't get to exact 0. That does more damage. Then we can set up Purity, so we're going to take a little bit of damage again. But we have that wonderful damage over time going. And we can't quite get lethal, so we are going to take actually some real damage here. But yeah, toughen, that's what I'm here for. That seems good. We're going to cut one of the armed strikes because they're bad. So we now get, between the vulnerable and the mighty, we can get up to, give me a moment to reboot my brain, plus a lot of damage. Thank you. This is me being very good at math. We can get plus 70% damage, which is pretty nice. I'm trying to figure out how to get this off after the makeshift strike, which just isn't the most feasible thing. Okay, so I can do this into that. Although that's not the most valuable since this will have killed the front enemy anyway. Whatever. Alright. The toughen is still doing a lot for us because it's giving us both tough and mighty. So we only are down a relatively small amount of health. We just take that. Whoops. Don't get the extra tool, but it's fine. We get the kill at least. And we don't actually take any damage. We don't even lose any, we don't actually go below our max shield. Bonk bonk. Pretty good. Alright. I still just don't love sap. I think I would take another stinging strike. And then we will just rest because we are on depth 1. Alright, let's just increase our max mana because I can. Get temporary buff. Sure. Let's, I think, do that. Yeah, I was a little afraid of that, but I don't really know that I want to do this. It's going to cost me a bunch of shield, but on the other hand, it's fine. So yeah, we can set up that, which will help get that going. Apply vulnerable, and I think we probably want to just do that. Yeah, because that's going to, we will take a little bit of damage here, but in exchange, we killed all the front ends. Sorry, your healing is a little bit late. I don't think it's worth trading 4 of our health for 4 of the chieftains. Improvise into Sexton. More curse. Sure, at this point I'm fine doing damage, I think, because we were at full health. Alright, so probably end up taking damage here. This is our biggest hit, and it gets us the kill. And so we end at max health. Yep, depth 1, pretty straightforward. This card's fun. Alright, so yeah, that was an inner run. Pretty straightforward, like I said. We now are slowly accumulating Aether. We could get up to 33 cards, but we're not going to.